Hello beautiful soul, welcome to my channel. This is a place where we help you rediscover your higher self. Welcome back, and if you are here for the first time, my name is Mpho and I am a transformational coach, writer and speaker. I help people lead lives that are more rewarding and purpose driven. So today our conversation is on conclusions. I find that we are constantly trying to connect dots, Why did this happen? Okay, maybe this is happening because that happened, We are constantly analyzing. And, that concept of which means this, which means we are constantly going there. And that drives us crazy. I know we all trying to find meaning in life, but going about it, being obsessed with details every now and then, it's also not good. It's also not beneficial. It takes you away from what you're trying to accomplish more than it gets you closer to it. Okay. So, life is a journey more than it's a destination. We can literally count how many times we have arrived at a certain point in your life. We arrive, maybe it could be when you finished your matric. Okay, so that was a high, and then the journey continues. It's another side of things. It's when you get married, it's when the kids are born, it's when you find work, it's when you get a promotion. You can literally count how many times you got to the arrival or to the destination of something. But majority of the time, we are on the journey. And even those things that we call destinations are not really destinations, because you soon find out after that your life is taking another direction. You are still journeying on after that milestone. So you realize that there are many rivers to cross after that. But then why do we want to connect the dots? Why do we want to get at a certain point of arrival? Because if we understand that life is mostly journey, then with every instance, why are we driving ourselves crazy? What happens when we jump to conclusions? Number one, we start to second guess ourselves. When we realize that the dots are not really connecting, we question our beliefs, we question our truth, and we can even say that prayers are not answered. I've done this, I've done that. I thought that when I connect this with this, it's going to yield this result, and this is not happening. And then, we start questioning our sanity. Number two, the mind was designed to protect us from possible harm, from danger. Hence, the mind seeks what is familiar. It seeks repetition. So immediately when you do something that is out of the box, then the mind classifies that as a possible harm. So it wants to protect you from that. And the mind is usually racing us or pacing to the arrival. When you're eating lunch, it wants to know what's for supper. When you're eating supper, it wants to know what's for breakfast, so that you can, it calculates your moves, sort of. So now, when you get yourself to a place of not connecting the dots, the mind feels like, what's happening? It feels like it loses its grip on control, So yeah, the third one, control. Third one is literally controlling, because I remember I used to control everything. I used to want to control all the events of my life, not understanding that I'm co-creating with the universe, not understanding that I do my part, I set my intentions, and I do that. And then I must step back and allow the universe to do their part. I was concerned with how is this going to happen, and how this, and that was driving me crazy and driving everyone around me crazy. Yeah, this element of controlling is so big, beautiful soul. I saw that once I stopped controlling so much, once I started allowing life to flow through me, once I started co creating with the universe, once I started staying in my lane, and not controlling the how are things going to happen, then I started being more relaxed. I actually get compliments majority of the time from people telling me that I am so relaxed, I am so chilled. You know, people who know me, people who know how I used to be. And I really saw that huge improvement, which actually makes me feel more relaxed, yes, more relaxed, and accepting things, accepting that I don't know a lot of things. I don't know things that happen in my life. All that I know, all that I have to be focused on is my alignment with my higher self, you know. I only have to focus on my vibration. I know where I am. I know that I am in alignment with who I truly am. I am in alignment with my truth. That's all that matters at that specific time, moment by moment, you know. How does this feel with me? Do I feel the joy with it? Does it align with me? Is it what I stand for? Like constantly checking with myself all the time. And if all hell is breaking loose, then I don't know. Then I don't know. I allow life to unfold like that. I flow with the river of life. So sometimes I don't. Then I'll catch myself somewhere. Then I'll catch myself somewhere, and then, you know, I'll be like, Mpho, you need to let it go. You know, just allow God to work the magic here. You know, you've done your part, just let it go, you know. So it's mostly about that, and that helps so that we don't get frustrated, we don't get disappointed, we don't start to question the meaning of life, you know, feeling like your life like meaning, and you literally don't know what you're doing, and you feel so unstable and so forth, because this thing of controlling, it's really a basis for stress and anxiety and discontentment. I mean, it's not nice to feel that you are not stable in your life. We all seek stability. Hence, I gave you an example of the mind, because the reason why the mind is going like that, it's because it seeks the stability. So we need to allow more, and this is not about not thinking. This is not about not reflecting on your life. You know, we need to reflect, but we have to stop being obsessed with details, being highly analytical. Um, you know, when you think this thing is going this way and you're connecting, and then you realize, no, it's actually not that. And then you go to another one, okay, maybe this and that. And then you see it's not that again. And then you go, I mean, that is crazy. That is crazy. Plain crazy. Whenever things, whenever we are in alignment, number one, alignment is the first thing. Whenever we are in alignment with our truth, and then things unfold, then we should stand as an observer and as allowing, as surrendering to the process. Just observing it, just taking those minor steps that are guided, you know, just going with the flow, just going with it step by step, not thinking, which means, which means, yo. That which means drives us crazy. It drives us crazy. It confuses everything. It messes up our vibration. So, my question to you is, how do we find the balance between reflecting and over analyzing? You know, reflecting is that healthy way where we are thinking, where we are planning, where we are being intentional with our lives. So how do we draw the line between that and overanalyzing the side, jumping to conclusion, connecting the dots, driving ourselves crazy, seeing that we're connecting, or we're always trying to find the meaning where we're actually struggling to even find it, you know? How do we connect? How do we find the equilibrium? I want to hear your thoughts on this. What is the equilibrium? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be ignorant. We are not people who are not thinking. We want to be intentional, but also we don't want it to work against us. We don't want to confuse our vibration. We don't want to work against ourselves. So how do we establish that balance? Okay, so if you gained anything in today's video that is adding to your life, please remember to like and subscribe so that you can be notified each time I post a video. I try by all means to do weekly videos on Sundays, so please do subscribe, and I will end it there for today. I love you, and please remember that everything you need is already within you. Bye.